strange series of events begins at St. Mary's Church, Danedyke, when Mary Crowell, church organist, village schoolmistress, and spinster of the parish, is knocked to the ground by a mysterious intruder. Septimus Trelaw, the rector at St. Mary's, and also an ex-police detective inspector, tries to unravel the hidden secret of the Greek inscriptions on an old abbot's tombstone with the help of Angela Horton, the local infants teacher. But Septimus's investigations are closely watched by two villains, strangers to the district, known as the Major and Armchair, who always seem to be one jump ahead of the rector. Henry Simmons, an old friend of Septimus, takes him to see some illuminated manuscripts that suggest that the Danedyke cup, a valuable church relic missing since the Middle Ages, may be hidden in the relic chapel at St. Mary's. But when he returns to the rectory, Septimus is horrified to discover the body of his dog, brutally slaughtered by the Major.
They killed my dog.
Who are they both? And why would they want to kill his dog?
Because it was in the way, that's all. Dad is sleeping in the relic chapel. I saw them off a couple of times. Because they're a couple of right real villains, love, that's why.
I've made some coffee, Septimus. I thought you might.
Ah, well done, Angela. Good luck. The next time the Major and his sidekick show their ugly faces, Tom, we're going to nail them. Not just send them packing this time, but well and truly nail the beggars.
Good.
You don't think we might have seen the last of them?
No, not a chance. They know the Danedyke cup's hidden somewhere in the relic chapel, and they've no intention of moving on till they get their sticky fingers on it.
But if it did turn up, and if they did manage to steal it, would it really be worth all their time and trouble?
Well, if it's solid gold.
If it is solid gold, how much?
I'd have to melt it down. Difficult to say. A couple of £1,000, more or less.
A couple of £1,000? Is that all? What's a measly couple of £1,000?
What you said to that estate agent when he told you to deposit on Beesdale Cottage.
Yeah, but these are a couple of crooks.
Oh, so's the bloke who's asking £9,500 for Beesdale Cottage. Have you seen it, Septimus? Got half the guttering hanging off.
You know what I mean, Tom? What's a couple of £1,000 to them? It's not exactly going to keep them in luxury in the south of France.
It isn't what it's worth in the open market, Angie. It's how much some dodgy collector's prepared to pay for it. Yeah, there must be somebody somewhere prepared to hand over 30,000, 40,000 pounds in cash, maybe more.
What for?
Because it's what it is. The Danedyke Cup, Our Lady's Cup. The only one in the world, the collector's dream. And so he can put it in a glass case and gloat over it and say to himself, I've got it. It's mine. I own it. Me and no one else. Now I'm unique.
He must be off his nut.
On the table, please. Armchair. Armchair. Far be it from me to curb your thirst for literary knowledge, Armchair. But must we suffer it at mealtimes in the mess?
Hey?
Shall we, down comics?
I wouldn't have to sit here reading rubbish, would I? Not if you'd let me slip into town and get a proper paper.
Slip into town? What on? A banana skin? It may have slipped your memory, but we are sans transport. You've allowed your chum, the Padre, to annex our only vehicle, the Jag.
So I'll nick their Bentley, haven't I? I mean, that is a genuine, what's it? A veteran thingy, that is. Here. I know a dodgy dealer. We could knock it out to him. Must be worth a bit.
Undoubtedly. About 18 months, I shouldn't wonder. If old Bill catches you in possession?
Nah, they wouldn't even smell me. Be there and back in 10 minutes. I'll go on, Major. Just to get a paper, eh? For the dogs.
The dogs?
Dogs. Greyhound dogs, a racing paper.
Oh, God. If the chaps in the mess could see me now. The officer who rode Silver Eyes to a dead heat finish in the regimental point-to-point. Incarcerated in a leaking hulk with a greyhound fancying ex-con. Go to town for the racing paper? Certainly not. That Bentley stands out like my old regimental sergeant major's cash. You'll have to ditch it. It's surplus to unit requirements. Now, tuck into those rations, armchair. We've a hard day's work ahead.
It's green stuffs again.
Sell it.
Right, green stuffs. Now, I have told you before I do not have green stuffs. I don't know why you can't do something with chips.
It may have escaped your observation, armchair, but the culinary facilities aboard this floating hen house do not extend either to an electric cooker or any other sort of appliance for deep frying pommes frites. Leave the lettuce and the cucumber. Eat the beetroot. There's a jar of pickled red cabbage in the cupboard there. Make a meal of that.
If you'd have let me slip into town and get a proper paper, I could have brought some chips back with me.
For the last time, you're not going anywhere, and that Bentley is far too recognizable. We can go out later on and bring our MT section up to strength again. Requires another motor car.
Where from?
How should I know, armchair? You tell me. The same place you acquired the Jag.
They nicked that Jaguar, I'm afraid.
Oh, we can forget any hopes we had of tracing them through the car.
Mm-hmm.
Have you any good news for me?
I didn't ask you across to issue a news bulletin, Septimus.
Oh?
I asked you across in order to read you the Riot Act.
Oh.
Stop playing cops and baddies, Septimus.
I'm not with you, Cyril.
Yes, you are. I'll put one of my lads on this one.
Oh, come on, Cyril. Those jokers belong to me. They were on my patch.
Patch? You haven't got a ruddy patch. You've got a parish. You're not law any longer, are you? You jacked it in your church. And don't you think you're paddling a bit deep, Vicar? The water's up over your trouser end.
I know.
Not just a trespass on church property any longer, is it? Nicking cars, GBH. It's taking a blunt instrument and with malice aforethought doing in a dog.
My dog, Cyril.
They're not playing at it, Septimus. These rascals mean it.
So do I.
I'm putting a man on it.
No, you're not.
I'll beg your pardon.
You can't.
Can't?
Look, what's needed is full-time surveillance of St. Mary's, right? And you can't spare a man full-time, can you? I mean, you're overworked, you're undermanned, and in the final analysis, I'm the only one you've got, so at least let me do that, Cyril. Please.
Well, I shall want to be kept closely informed on everything.
You'll get sick of hearing me on that phone.
On everything, mind. And if things do get stroppy, my lads will be in right sharp.
Wouldn't dream of playing it any other way, Cyril. Thanks a lot.
I'll be a granddad in a couple of months, touch wood.
Yeah?
I help you, you help me. I shall expect a tip-top christening.
I look forward to that. If it's a boy, you can call him Septimus.
No chance.
Well, thanks again, Cyril. Keep taking the crisp bread.
Get out.
Task Force leader calling Supreme Commander. Come in, Supreme Commander. Task Force...
Clockless for Larkins.
Admirable, armchair. Highly salutary.
Got us a change of number plates in the boot.
There are moments, rare I must admit, that when your perspicacity astounds me, I shall see to it personally that you get a mention in dispatches for this.
There's a fearful pong in here. I wouldn't entirely disassociate from pommes frites.
Hey?
Chips, armchair. You've been noshing fish and flipping chips.
And you're seriously suggesting, Rector, that the original priceless Danedyke cup is actually concealed here on the premises?
That is my contention, Sir James, yes.
Under the eyes of my ancient ancestor.
Right.
But if he could speak, I dare say he could tell us a tale or two. But as Sir Roger's doomed to preserve a stony silence, I can only presume you don't know where to look.
No.
Or where to begin to look. No. How about one of those, what do you call them? Well, you know, one of those electrical thingamajigs they're always advertising in the Sunday supplements. A metal detector thingy.
Ah, yes, we had considered that, Sir James, but unfortunately there's so much metal around in here that we wouldn't be able to tell which was the cup and which wasn't. So, short of digging up the floor or hacking away at the masonry...
Yes, well, as treasurer of the Church Parochial Council, and speaking on behalf of my fellow councillors, I think it's hardly likely you'll get permission to go to work in here with an axe and pneumatic drill.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Sir James. However, I doubt whether our pair of villains will bother to get permission to do their vandalizing.
Oh, surely a couple of petty thieves wouldn't go that far.
I think they would.
I see. Well, there's one thing I'm not prepared to countenance. And that's any sort of village vigilante action. Good day, Rector.
Good day, Sir James.
Very ingenious. Septimus homemade patent burglar alarm. The only question that we dare ask ourselves is, will it work?
Tried and tested, Angie. Worked a million times before.
Is it something you picked up from one of your tea leaf friends when you were the mild-mannered, dynamic crime fighter of the forces of law and order?
My tea leaf friends, young lady, knew how to knock out burglar alarms. And how to rig them up. Ah, let's have a try. There we go. Aha.
Steps back in amazement. It works. It works.
Not just a pretty face. Let's have another go. There we go.
Okay, Tom, take in the slack.
That's it then. Thanks very much.
What up's up there?
A battery wired to a communal garden doorbell by my bed. They won't be able to get into the relic chapel without announcing their arrival.
Going to stop over in case of aggro.
Oh, well, thanks for the offer, Tom, but no thanks. I think I ought to see this one through on my own.
He overshot you this Major. He's up to something. Now, why would he want to take a line from the What's-It Chapel to his house?
How very odd. Perhaps he's organising his private blower-out here. From the pulpit to his personal bookmaker.
Yeah. Well, if he is, he's backing the wrong horse.
Oh, right you are, Archer. The father's duties definitely will have standard at the start. just will not learn, no chap, will you? You see, Padre, you really must stop poking and prying into affairs that don't concern you.
Yeah. I better give him another one. Make sure he learns his lesson proper.
Enough's enough, Armchair.
Why can't I finish him off?
Because it's not the object of the exercise. Well, we can't leave him lying around in here. We'll put him under close arrest and confine him to his quarters. Take it.
Hello? Hello? Somebody there?
In here!
Oh! Rex, what happened to you?
Not me, Mary, the relic chap.
Heavens.
Hear the night? Hammers and chisels.
Rector, your head.
Banging away half the night.
Your head.
That's it.
Thank you.
I've put 4 stitches in it, you stupid man. Lord only knows how much blood you've left behind on that covered cloth. Now, you've no choice in the matter, Septimus. By rights, you should be in hospital under observation. I'm telling you, you'll spend the day in bed.
I'm telling you, I can't. It's Saturday, Henry. Be sensible.
Sensible? It's you who needs to show a bit of common sense.
Common sense? Him? Hasn't got half the amount of common sense he was born with. He wasn't over-endowed with nous, not by any stretch of the imagination, when he stuck his nose into the world.
I'll get to you, Cyril, when I've made my point with Henry.
You'll get to me now, right here and now, no messing. Because I've faffed and fannied around too much over the past few weeks, so you will sit down and give me at least an hour of your time.
Oh.
Because if you don't, Septimus, I shall whip you down to Central and put you in an interview room like any other Joe Bloggs, and you'll give me a written statement there, and that's before you go to bed, a hospital, or anywhere.
I can't go to bed. I've got a wedding at 2 o'clock. Jenny Bowker and Ronnie Littlewood, you know as well as I do, Henry, I can't let them down.
I'm finished with him. He's all yours. I give up. He can collapse in a heap on his altar steps for all I care. I'll see you in church this afternoon and in my surgery on Monday morning at 9 o'clock. Good morning, Inspector.
Morning, Doctor.
Yeah, all right, Cyril. I'm yours to command. What do you want to know? But can we make it as brief as possible, please? I do have a...
I know. You've got the wedding on. You've got your job to do. But I've got mine as well. And there'll be nothing going on inside that church until my fingerprint lads are finished, and you have told me everything that I need to know. Your happy couple can go without a ceremony and go on honeymoon in sin for all I care. Look, I mean it, Septimus.
Where do you want to start?
I should have been in at the very beginning, Septimus. I should have insisted when this tata first got underway. Only great gormless gump as I am, I allowed you to go your own sweet way, and look where that's landed me. Couple of head-case villains waltzing in, take a hammer and a chisel to a church. Should never have got this far. Should never have been allowed to happen. Hellfire, I don't even know what heading it comes under. Vandalism or sacrilege. Now, instead of had it away with the Danedyke cop.
Well, I told you that's what I thought they were after. Judging by the state of this place, I imagine they must have found it.
This is a copy of it, is it?
No.
No? What the thump is it then? A rugby league challenge trophy?
It's a copy of the copy.
Hey.
Look, the original Danedyke Cup, the gold one, went missing during the Reformation, okay?
Yeah.
And a silver gilt one was made to take its place, and that's the one that's now in the bank vault.
Very wise.
And this one here is a cheap copy of that one.
An exact replica of the silver gilt job in the bank vault.
Indeed it is.
And the one in the bank vault is an exact replica of the one that went missing in the Reformation.
I suppose so.
You suppose so?
Well, nobody's seen the original for 400 years.
How the hell are we supposed to recover stolen goods if we can't get a description of them?
I'm sorry.
We're going round in circles, aren't we? But it is the original one that they came in here to nick.
Yes.
Right. Well, let's concern ourselves with that one then, shall we? Was it very valuable?
Well, you couldn't put a value on it. Priceless. Quite priceless. Why let them get away with it?
Oh, stone me. It's worse instead of better, does this one?
Live together according to God's law in the holy state of matrimony. That thou love her, comfort her, honor her, and keep her, in sickness and in health, and forsaking all others, and thereto I give thee my troth.
According to God's holy law, and thereto I give thee my troth.
I, Jenny Marion, take thee, Ronald Gary,
I, Jenny Marion, take thee, Ronald Gary,
to my wedded husband,
to my wedded husband,
to have and to hold,
to have and to hold,
from this day forward,
from this day forward,
for better, for worse,
for better, for worse,
for richer, for poorer,
for richer, for poorer,
in sickness and in health.
in sickness and in health.
His favor look upon you, and so fill you with all spiritual benediction and grace, that ye may so live together in this life, that in the world to come ye shall have life everlasting. Amen. Now, if you'd just like to wait in the vestry, I'll be back as soon as possible. Excuse me.
I knew there was something odd about Ruffles Gingle. I just tumbled to it. Go on. He's got his wee page boy shoes on the wrong feet. Russell! What happened to you?
They were here, Angie. The two villains.
What?
Yes, sitting there, cool as you like, in the back of the church.
Why? If they've got the cup, what for?
I don't know. Gloat, I suppose. They've won, we've lost, and coming here this afternoon for them was like running a lap of ruddy honor.